Hey y'all. Okay, I am back. So I've gotten 2 of my little strawberry blocks done. Now I'm going to work on the flying due south. Yeah, flying due south. I have not made one of these yet. I figured I'd go ahead and just make it all on camera. This video may be a little longer, but so B is going to be K. Okay. So yeah, this video may be a little longer. Okay, and I'm only going to do 1 block right now. So, and I didn't mark any of these squares. So I'm just going to glue them and go. Did on this one, I did not move. Well, it didn't really matter. It came out, my blocks may be a little bit off. I didn't go over all the way to the scant 1/4 inch I normally do. I just looked at my seam. That might be why it was off. It got hit or something. Oh well, it'll be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna make my flying geese. So I've got to make 2, 3, 4, 8 of these. So y'all are just gonna be on the road, and y'all are just gonna be on the ride for me or with me. I'm just gonna chain piece these. So yeah, I'm just gonna chain piece these. I'm going corner to corner. I should have changed my needle. Okay. Oh, that scared me. The last block I was doing, you know, the white background, and it freaked me out. I was like, oh my gosh, did I just mess up? So I'll actually be doing 16 of total, and so you're gonna have 16 in each block. So this one, I'm glad I'm only having to do 2 of these. I do not like flying geese. Make sure y'all let me know who all is doing this with me, or not just with me, but with like Fat Quarter Shop. Who's all doing this block? If y'all want to fast forward this while I do this, y'all fast forward. I guess I could have done most of these off camera and done a couple of each on. But I didn't. I didn't. I'm excited to get that Liberty box in. Like I've mentioned, it's my first one. I'm excited to see what it has in there. Kind of pricey. But I did get an alert. I guess UPS is going to deliver it, or UPS is taking it to the post office. I don't know. No, I really like this glue. It helps those stay in place. Okay, now I will press all of these toward the white. And I'm not pausing the video and doing all that. It takes up so much space on my phone in a way. So if y'all want to fast forward, fast forward. We're just gonna be back here pressing. What did I do? Okay. Okay. I was like, wait, which way am I supposed to? I thought I did it wrong, y'all. Second guessing myself. Oh, Donna must be now in that game. While she's at camp. Guess who's hiding all that? I'm hiding that console. I'm hiding it all. Maybe tired of video games. I'm gluing on the wrong. I'm gluing on the right, but I didn't glue all the way completely where I was supposed to. And I just now realized that. Thankfully, that glue doesn't stick real bad. It's pretty temporary. I just realized I sewed the right way. Glue. Oops. Okay, I'm just gonna clip these because I'm not gonna sit here and do all that other. Okay, so I'm gonna clip these. I just want to make sure. Press this one a little bit. Okay. Gotta check that every once in a while. And then I'll just put my other little white square on the other side. And then I gotta make the other sets. Okay. Okay, so there's those. Get drinking my tea. Okay. I'm actually going to try to do this again without the glue to see if it will go a little faster for me. Because that takes time doing that glue. I do have my needle over one notch from the exact middle just to make sure. I fold it over, it'll be nice. So it's like over one thread. So after I press these and while these are cooling, I will start on my other set of flying geese. So these aren't really that difficult to make. Just by golly, these are going to help me with my corner to corner the way these blocks are. Hopefully it'll help me with my accuracy. Okay. So let me cut these. And then I will press all these towards the white, and then I will start on my next set. I may have to trim these up a tad bit. Some of them at least. Some of them I need to. But that's okay. And y'all, I'm sorry about the fan again. It just gets so hot. I start sweating so bad. I hope y'all can hear me okay. I may look into getting a little microphone or something. That way y'all can hear me better. And this one looks like it may need to be trimmed. What is my unit supposed to be? 2 by 3.5. There we go. I was like, where is my little flying geese thing at? This needs to be trimmed just a hair. There we go. Just a hair. Just a hair. Okay. Yeah, the other one didn't need much. It looked off. Where's my others? Yeah, you could tell like the top of this one was sticking up too much, so it needed to be trimmed. Okay. I thought I was going to go ahead and do the other ones, but I've got to sew these in rows first. Okay. So now I will be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Line them up. And so just a straight stitch. And hope I don't lose my point. I'm just going to go ahead and do these little pairs and then sew those pairs to groups of 4. Okay. And this is another reason why I like to starch, is my pieces are nice and not like stiff, but they are nice and stable. They're not real like soft and flimsy. They've got a little bit of firmness to them. So they're just got a little bit of stiffness to them. It just makes it easier to me, especially with the corners and all that. I gotta get started on my daughter's quilt soon. And I'll be doing a cutting and probably a sewing for that as well. It says do an open seam, but I think what I'm gonna do, like an open press, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press towards the color part up here, the flat, just because it's easier. Let me see about pressing towards. That one tip of that flying geese block, it just doesn't ever want to lay right. Like it just, so that's why I always end up pressing towards that, where there's not a bunch of fabric, like one layer. Because that one side, that one little bulk piece doesn't want to lay flat. It always wants to pucker. That's just my preference. I know what the book says, but... Okay. So now I will sew these together. And then sew these together. And it looks like I kept all my little points on my flying geese, which is wonderful. Wonderful, my love. Okay. Okay, let me press these and then we will start on the other little flying geese blocks for the other side. Yeah, so this block is nothing but flying geese. 16, no. Yeah, 16 of them. So that's what these look like. And my points look like they're all there for the most part. Yeah. So one side will be this way and one side will be this way, and then I will have a flying geese here and here. Matter of fact, okay, so I'll do those flying geese a little bit different. I mean, they'll be along the same one, but never mind, you'll see. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my green, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. And if y'all want to fast forward through this, fast forward. Because I'm about to do the same exact thing with these, and I don't want to cut that so pretty, as I did with those others. Just chain stitch all 8 of them to make my little flying geese units, or flying geese blocks. Do any of y'all watch The Chosen? I'll have to let me know if y'all watch that show, The Chosen. And I'm not gonna, I don't want to give away any spoilers in case you do and you haven't seen Sunday night's episode. But I bawled like a baby. And the first episode with John the Baptist, when he has to be, you know, beheaded, everybody knows that happens. But that scene, it was so beautifully done. Like when he goes out, when he looks outside and the sun is like shining real bright over that grassy hill, and then you see a lamb grazing in the pasture walking, I started bawling. And he told God, thank you. That just, oh my gosh. And I just teared up on that too. It's such a beautiful scene. And then too, whenever he said something about the silver platter, because you know, that queen wanted his head on a silver platter. Well, when that guard was cleaning it off, and he said something about, you know, it being for weddings, and he said he'd never been to a wedding, but it looks like he's about to. get to finally. I was like, oh, I just love it. And no, it doesn't go to, I mean, it's not completely like biblical, you know, like there's a lot of Bible in it, but it kind of, you know, it's a little bit of a, to me, it brings the Bible to life in a good way. No, it's not 100% accurate in a lot of scenes, but it does have a lot of scripture mixed in with it. And it just, you know, amazes me people gripe about that show because, oh, it's not, I'm like, there's a lot of biblically accurate stuff in there. And of course, they go on a little bit, you know, about it. But I'm like, look at all the other crap that's on the TV that, you know, it's so much better than watching that stuff. At least I can let my daughter watch this. But I cried Sunday. And there's going to be another episode Thursday, and I cannot wait. I know it came out in theaters back in February, and I didn't go to watch them in theaters because we took my daughter last year. So now I'm going to press these. We took her last year, and she kept falling asleep during, because they were so long. And I was just like, I'm not going to force her to sit on all of those. And I don't want to go by myself to the movies. So I was like, I will just suck it up and wait until it comes out on the app. You know, Angel Studios also did that His Only Son about Abraham and Isaac. Oh, that was such a good one too. Such a good one. You know, it's just like God to use things, you know, like that takeaway, you know, from, I'm not telling you exactly what happened, but, you know, the takeaway from Sunday night's episode of The Chosen was God doesn't always heal everybody. We don't know why, but, you know, like my sister, she was murdered. And I know my dad and we all prayed for her to get out of that situation. But her life was taken, and stuff that I'm going through, like currently and have gone through. Don't know why, but it's one of those to where, you know, I trust God during the trials, and I found myself thanking Him for, you know, trials that I have gone through, because during those trials, it has brought me closer to Him and grown my faith in Him. Because things that I have gone through, it's like, you can't tell me God's not real. Because of the miracles that He has done in my life and the ways I've seen Him work, that it can't be explained other than Him. He's such a good, good Father. Even in the bad. You know, I know people have gone through a lot of horrible things, and I know if it wasn't for Him, there's no telling where I would be, honestly, because I went through some pretty dark stuff myself, and without Him, there's no telling where I would have been. My marriage and stuff alone is a testimony. I was a rank heathen. Used to be. Not anymore. But if you haven't watched that show, I highly suggest it. But you have to start from season 1. You have to start from season 1. It's so good. There was one, I think it was in season 2, I think it was, maybe season 3, where, you know, Jesus is healing everybody, and then He comes back to the camp where, you know, Mary's mother and all the disciples and stuff are, and He is utterly exhausted. And it brought me to tears because, you know, I never realized, I never thought about Jesus knowing that, you know, he's God in flesh, you know, the Word came, you know, just like it says in John, the Word was made flesh. And never did I ever think about him being in his human form and being exhausted the way we get exhausted. It just brought me to tears. That show is just so beautifully done, y'all. It really is. And I'm not trying to preach to y'all. He's been so good to me. And I just pray others get to know his goodness that haven't got to. Knowing that his love for them, you know. But I can't wait till tomorrow night. And not tomorrow, Thursday night. Hopefully he won't be a tearjerker like the last two episodes were, or the first and the third. This will be the fourth. I can't believe they started out with John the Baptist being beheaded. Okay, so now those are done. So now, okay, so these I'll sew these in little pairs, it looks like. Yeah, I'll sew these in pairs like I kind of did at the first with those others, but I will not sew them into fourths, like 4 all together. These will be sewn a little different. That way I can put the entire block together. So actually, these are going to be done so I can do the blocks now. So Thursday's video, I will have a small little fabric haul to show y'all. And I will be, if my Liberty box doesn't come in today or tomorrow, I will have that box to show. I'm hoping whenever it is, I don't have to buy a lot of fabrics. I'd like to do that quilt. I need to do that other little flag quilts. I've got the fabric. I think I just need the background. I'm not sure if I have the background. I have to look through my stash and see if I do. I'm gonna get my chicken quilt done first. I need to get that quilt done, and I haven't sewn on it in a couple weeks. So I need to get that quilt done, that quilt top at least, and figure out how I'm gonna get it quilted. Makes me nervous trying to quilt something that big on my little domestic machine. I know it can be done, I just makes me nervous. It's one reason why I want to do those little pillow kits. Oh, my shabby fabric, my June block, the June paper piecing block. Hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. It finally moved. Finally. It has been stuck at the same place since the 8th. Last time I got it quick, and like I said, it's not the company's fault. It's the mailing, like the USPS. They're the ones that I don't know what is going on. I was afraid it got lost, because I would have already had it by now. Like last time I already had it. Okay, so these are done. So I am going to sew all of these in little pairs. Yes, Molly. She's rubbing on my leg. I should have food. I love this green. And I'm sure y'all have heard me say like multiple times that green is my favorite. Green is my favorite color, and I just love this green floral right here. It's got the real big pretty flowers on it. It's just so pretty. Molly, no ma'am. I hope the dog didn't go in there and eat all her food. My other cat, Milo, he's big old orange. He reminds me of Garfield. My daughter calls him Garfield. And big old fat orange cat. Anyways, he likes to go outside. Well, it kind of started raining today. I forgot about him. I forgot he was outside. He come to the door wet, like, thanks y'all for, you know, leaving me out here. I felt bad. Whoops. Why does my machine do this? I don't know why it does that. Okay, so I will press it towards this side where there's not really much bulk. Whoops. I love fig tree fabric. It's really, really pretty fabric. I just love it. No! I gotta redo this one. Look what I did. Whoops! Let me take these stitches out real quick. I don't know how I didn't see that. Okay, let's try this again. Now let me press this right. I don't know how I did that, but it's funny. Pretty funny. Okay. So I'm gonna lay my block out right here. So I have this here. This. I need this brown one. Here, this here, and then these two here. Okay, so I'm gonna sew these two together, these three together, and these two, and then I will sew them all together. So it's kind of press this so I can do this other little. I'm gonna press that towards that brown block. Make sure I have this the right way. Bunch up on me. Whoops. Look at that. It was my red. Oh crap, where did it go? Here it is. So that's my lid seam ripper. Okay, now let me press all these and then I can sew them all together. Make sure that isn't. Okay, so here is that, and that. Okay, so now I'm gonna sew the rows together, right? Up, down. Okay, so yeah, now I'm gonna sew these rows together. Yeah, there's some seams right there to match. Okay, so make sure I keep that matched up. So by the way I press, those seams nest really nicely. I love when that happens. Well, that one doesn't. I'll just make it. There we go. I'll make them nest. These seams I may have to press open because of the bulk in them. Yeah, well, yeah, because let me try to press. Let me try to press it a certain way. See if I can. Yeah. Daggone little corners. Okay, now this one. Try to nest that seam right there to where it don't look off. Let's start it. There we Okay, press that and this block will be done. How about that? I'm gonna give this a little bit of fine mist and press. Kind of pressing them, like making sure these seams stay down. Cadence, what are you doing? Oh. Okay. So there is the first Flying Due South block. Isn't that pretty?
Can I see?
Ooh. So there is that block. So I will have one more to make, only these will be different. I will have these brown ones where these are, and then these green ones where these green ones are. And then this one will have that kind of a coral color to it. So, and that'll look really nice with that brown. You see, it has that color in there with that, so that'll look really nice. So, and I will show you these blocks once I get them all done. I need to work on more strawberry blocks. So, I've got 4 more blocks to do of these, and then 1 more block to do of that, and then this month will be done. So, like I said last video, these remind me of little pineapples right now. They'll look like strawberries, but so let me know what y'all think. Let me know if y'all are doing this, and if you are, if you've made these yet. And if you haven't already, I have that Facebook group called Sweet Home Sewing. Lauren Young, just like the YouTube. It's just an extension of my YouTube channel. And you can request to join. There's just a couple of easy questions, but it just helps weed out any hackers or spammers or whatever. But you can share any of your projects you're working on, any advice, anything like that. So if you are working on this, you can post pictures over there to show it to me and show off your progress to others. So if you want to, I think there's only like 60 something members right now, but feel free to join. And if you have any family or friends that like to quilt with you, you can always add them as well. So anyways, I hope y'all have a wonderful Tuesday night. I'm probably going to pause this for a little while and get these posted, and then I will pick these back up tomorrow because I'm not in a hurry to do these. I still have the rest of June to work on them. So I'm not going to be in a hurry. I do need to get them done, but I don't know. Let me know if you want me to just do a sewing video of, I'm going to share. I have a quick video of one of these. I think it's this one that is going to be going up. I think it's like 20 something, maybe 30 minutes. I'll have one of those up, and then of course this one, which is almost an hour, but that's really not that bad for that block. I love how it turned out. My seams, they met right there, and so I didn't lose any. It doesn't look like I lost any of my points on my flying geese, so everything really matched up really well. I didn't use my acorn glue, and I think it was okay. I know it went a lot faster after I stopped using that. So anyways, I will just let me know if y'all are doing this, what y'all think, and don't forget, I am thinking about doing it live on Friday around noon Central Time. Since I'm in Texas, it's in a Central Time. So let me know if y'all. I'll go ahead and put up a thing that says upcoming here. I may do it Thursday. I will say upcoming, but let me know if y'all are going to try to join. Now that I'm over 1,000 members, it should be able to be put up and stay put up, because I know there for a while there was a little bit of restrictions on a live, but now that I'm over that, I think my restrictions are somewhat lifted now. So thank y'all for that. So anyways, and I'm about to get on my computer and start looking at seeing how I can do the random comment picker for a giveaway. I will post a video that will say something. It'll say something about giveaway in caps, all caps, and you'll know what it is. That's where I will get y'all to comment what y'all need to comment under there, and then I'll give it about a week, and then I'll pick a random winner, and then I think you'll have I'm thinking maybe 48 hours to respond. I'm trying to think if I want you to respond, I may have you respond in the video comment or email me, whichever one works best for y'all. So anyways, I'll figure that out. So anyways, I will talk to y'all guys soon. Y'all have a wonderful night. Bye, y'all.